Morning, everyone. Top of the morning, coffee back live. We were supposed to get something going last night, but I crashed out. See if we get it. Morning. Who we got? Mark Nash. What's up, bro? Man, I was intrigued the other night, man. I was just actually telling my wife last night about the conversation that I was listening to over on your channel. The whole child support thing and the like Deuce, what's good, bro? Casey, damn, early morning. Glad y'all popped in here, man. We were supposed to get something shaking and moving last night, but I crashed out early. I've been under the weather, you know. But but yeah, Mark, it was like I was telling Wifey about it, about where that like, because that's the thing too. If you ever see me in your chat, especially like if I'm like, yo, just working, tapping in, I'm listening, but I can't really type much, but I'm there, you know what I mean? I'm there for it. And I was telling her about like uh where, like some individuals were saying, hey, something's got to be done. There's got to be like a card where there's restrictions where you can spend it. Then I was telling Wifey what you were saying about, for instance, like the hair salon. Oh, you at work? No doubt. Yeah, man. So when I'm at work, it's like a lot of times I'll, if I pop in a chat, I want to say what's up to someone. But then sometimes, uh, it didn't happen with you, but like sometimes other cats, they'll say something back or like ask a question, and then I can't type back, and I'll be like, damn, they think they think I'm um they think I'm like bullshitting or ignoring them or whatever. Million view mark. I like that. That's got a ring to it. But yeah, bro, ultimately I agree with you though, right? Like there's really no how you were saying, how can you can't dead off a card to certain places, because then what if like you take uh like if you go out to eat or salon or whatever, what if it's being used for the child, vice versa or whatever? Damn, that's what, yo, you got 6 mil on something? Or you just fucking around. BK, man, that was a tough L we took to your Bengals, but an even tougher L was that game against the Broncos. But you see, we went out there and mollywopped the Jets to get back at it, man. And you know, fired the offensive coordinator. So hopefully we get Ish right now. You know what I'm saying? 6 mil total on the channel. That's what's up, man. Yo, I really fuck with your stuff, man. I really do. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to pull something back up. All right, there we go. I'm good now. Something got fucked up for a second. You had no answer for the run game. Oh yeah. What am I talking about? I'm mentioning you guys and not even mentioning Burrow get hurt. That's crazy. What a horrible turn of events. Yo, who is your guy's backup? Who is your guy's backup? But yeah, Mark, like, I don't know, man. I fuck with your stuff, man. Like I was telling you before on Twitter, man. Like, uh, I don't know, man. When I listen to your, my bad. I was listening to my phone giving me some directions. It's always weird. Like, I don't think y'all can hear it, but then like I'll pause, and it sounds like to the people on the other end, like I'm just pausing, but really I'm listening to what it's saying. But yeah, nah, I swear, bro, it sounds when I listen, I'm like, Mark sounds like he's been in radio or something before. And then the fact that that track, that banger you had on there too, that I hate this, I hate this job. I was driving that night, and when I was listening to that, which forgive me if you played that like on intros to your lives before, and I missed it. You know what I mean? But I was like, yo, that sounds like Duke. And then when I was like, yo, who made that track? And you were like, you can't tell that's me. I was like, I thought so, but I just didn't want to, I wanted to confirm. But there was like another YouTuber that I used to listen to a lot. I don't know if you guys remember Real Talk Media. He was real dope. He would play music on his channel as well. And it was him. And I caught it too. Like you could tell he sounded a little different from the commentary to the flows, but I could still tell it was him. But it's dope. Yeah, it's the theme song. Yeah, see, no, but I really be in there, man. Like that's what I'm saying. I just pop in at different times, but I always go in there, man. Your shit's jumping. You have like a good 30, 40 people in there, and even more sometimes. But I crashed out that night, the whole child support thing. But then when I checked later, I seen you went for like a good 4.5, 5 hours, man. But yeah, no, I've been sick and under the weather. I don't know if y'all can tell in my voice. So my focus everything off. Mark is a professional. I agree, Deuce. I really fuck with what you do, Mark. I respect your craft. And like I said, the whole boxing thing, I think I left something kind of along these lines in your comment threads before that like I've always really, really been interested in boxing and definitely like I'm a sports guy. I love sports, but like in boxing I've always watched here and there, right? And even like dating back to when I was a kid, I remember like Riddick Bowe, Holyfield, the parasailer crashing in the ring. Remember you seen that one guy that was there? He was saying they thought that was like someone trying to take out Farrakhan when that happened. Um, Andrew Galata. Like I remember all these different fights and stuff, but like I've never known boxing enough to where like I can talk. Like when I talk football, even though like I don't think I'm some like pro football commentator, I know enough about football where I feel comfortable talking about it. With boxing, I don't know it enough. Like I know it, but I don't know it. So it always intrigues me when I see people making boxing content. But that's why when you were doing that live the one day, and I was like, just randomly said, "Yo, do you remember a pro fighter named Baby Joe Macy?" And you were like, "Yeah, but why you say that?" And it was just like he's from Buffalo, and his career was over in the blink of an eye. So like in my head, I was like, I wonder if people will know Baby Joe. And then when you said you did, I was like, damn, this guy really knows his boxing, right? But or was Baby Joe doing enough to where like your average boxing fan would know him? Saying, I enjoy current events and hip hop more than hypothetical boxing subjects. Um, what do you think about the Fury versus Francis fight? You know what's so crazy with boxing though? It's like there's always so much controversy about everything, right? Oh, that's what I don't really understand about boxing as well. Um, there's not like one solid. What is it like the WBC? Like there's three different main promotions, right, or titles. That's what confuses me too. How it really works. I don't know. Sorry, y'all. My when I say I've been sick, man, uh, I've been. We're talking fevers, everything. It's four. Goddamn, deuce times. You enjoy reparations talk. You'll fit in fine. Most people don't know ish about boxing. Yeah, right. Like most people don't know what they think they know, right? Anyways, BK, you guys should sign Tannehill. It's Tannehill. Wentz or Tannehill. Who is out there that's just a flat out free agent? But no, I still believe in my Bills, man. Like I really feel it's not we're 6-5, but and we dropped a lot of games we had no business losing. We had a lot of struggles, but in reality, man, Josh Allen is totally, and the Bills are totally capable of going on a run and getting active. Like this next game against Philly is like the perfect test that we need. You know? Do you remember them Galata fights? Oh, hold on. Damn, I gotta scroll. Oh, they both are free agents. Okay. Fifth is a lineal thing. Rating magazine belt. You only get that one as 1 versus 2. WBO, WBC, IBF, WBA. It's 4. Yo, do you remember those fights though? The Galata fight, and was it Andrew Galata? That was that Riddick Bowe, or no? That was Lennox Lewis, right? Who was Galata fighting where he fought him like twice and he got disqualified for the low blows? And when them fights happen, am I tripping or did like Galata actually have a shot to win those fights? Like, was he winning in points at the time that he got disqualified? Or what? I can't remember, but I just remember it was like so bizarre to get uh, DQ'd in 2 fights, and then I remember it was like an all-out brawl after it. It was insane. Shit was crazy, man. But yeah, man, back when coming up, when like the family or someone in the neighborhood would get the fight on the cheater box or pay for it back in the cheater box days, I don't know. Like, I feel like there was such bigger boxing matches back then. Sugar Ray Leonard was one of my favorite boxers. Who's that guy too in the movie with Mark Wahlberg and Christian Bale, where it's a movie, the fighter? Isn't it about the fighter where like Mark Wahlberg, like that's all based on actual ish, right? Where his brother was a fighter and I'm doing air quotes, knocked down Sugar Ray, or like Sugar Ray really tripped in a fight against him. He was all smoked out. Riddick Bowe, right? Yeah. Could Galata have won those fights? Look at this. I'm trying to check this out, y'all. I'm trying to drive by and there's cats in the middle of it. Man, I drove by a stretch the other day of, there's tent cities everywhere yesterday. But I drove by a tent city that I had never seen before, like a whole new sector of town. But there was just these dudes with a shopping cart full of chihuahuas blocking the middle of the damn road. It was a brawl when Delata quit versus Tyson too. Man, remember Tyson Lennox Lewis too? Lewis or what did Tyson tell him? I'll eat your heart. But he was like obviously past his prime. So, Mickey Ward, I think they barbecuing again. The Mickey Ward story. Yeah, and then there's another good boxing movie I saw on Netflix too, where what was the guy's name? What the hell was the guy's name, man? Like I don't know if it's on Netflix anymore because I don't have Netflix currently, and I just heard Netflix is $25 a month now. But it's like a dude that fought Muhammad Ali. I can't remember the guy's name. Well, hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Hopefully, y'all hang tight and wait for a minute. 1 second, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. Hopefully, a few of y'all still up in here. But yeah, man. Uh, I just feel like there was way bigger matchups back though in my youth boxing, like when I was a kid. But maybe I'm tripping because I don't follow it as closely as I used to. And I'm just it's the way I always put it. Like I don't know if you know what I mean. I like when like we were growing up, old folks would say, "Oh, when I was younger, or things were better with this," But I don't know. I guess I just miss those days. But anybody watching NBA, Casey, if you're still in here, bro, that tournament happened, right? That mid-season tournament. Who's still in here? Who's still in here, guys? I'm good now. I'm back. But damn, I'm freezing, man. This fucking sick shit's got me all twisted, man. And man, if Deuce, if you were still in here, I don't know if you skated, man. I was wondering if you ever found that picture of the Farouk Assad look-alike at the Cowboys game, man. Oh, Mark's still in here. You guys remember Farouk Assad, right? Or did you see that tweet Deuce put up? There was another dude that was a boxer from the Buffalo area too, like right. I think he was considered a pro and he fought on some pro cards. And I don't know, local news wise, this was a while ago. I want to say this was like 2008, 9, 10, somewhere in that time frame. And the dude, like, I think he fought on ESPN before. Like, I think he had a belt or whatever. I can't remember the exact story, but like, dude was locally making the news a lot. This was in like a suburb of Buffalo, and he was supposed to get what was going to be a big fight for him, but he got his head busted wide open with a golf club or something like that, getting in a fight over some girl. Like, where like him and this other dude were messing with a girl. They were both messing with the same chick, and some kind of ish went down where there was some kind of altercation, and dude got his head cracked open. I don't think he ever fought again, or I think then he tried to come back, and then he got arrested for some domestic ish. Like, dude just kept having his career stopped for a lot of different reasons. But he was from the Buffalo area as well. But yeah, that NBA tournament, Casey, if you're still in here, that just happened, right? And did they? What exactly is the deal with that? If you win that, like, what do you get? Um, what do you get? Like a home court advantage in the playoffs, or it helps you with seeding, or it's just for the hell of it? Man, I was hoping Jay Militant popped in here because yesterday I did a brief live, and he was like, "Coffee, we got to get a late night live going." You know what I'm saying? Me, you, Line, whoever else. Like, how we typically I do the really late night ones. And I was like, "Yo, I'm with it." And then last night I crashed out, man. Felt that fever kicking back in. Fell asleep and woke up about an hour and a half ago, all cold, dehydrated. But the big thing everyone was talking about yesterday was that whole Hassan Campbell thing. A lot of people were still skeptical if that was real or not. I thought it was real, but a lot of people didn't. Man, what's some other really good boxing movies too? I'm trying to think. Oh, Million Dollar Baby. That's a pretty good movie. Pretty fucking sad though. I feel like that wasn't exactly accurate, that movie though, right? And of course, Rocky, all time great movies. When I was a kid, man, when Apollo Creed got killed by the Russian, I ain't even gonna lie, I cried, man. It was disturbing to me. Is the Hassan Campbell thing a proven fake? No, well, so I just saw the other day the clip that was going around on social network where he was going off in the projects. I'm sure you probably seen that. And then word was, and then like at the end of the clip, he was driving back, um, or he was driving to the hospital or whatever, and still recording. It did kind of look a little suspect, but some people, I don't know, but then there is footage. He did go live, or not live. He did put up a video in the hospital, like, I'm still here. I'm alive. He showed a bullet in like a little bag, like they took it out of him or whatever. I don't know, but when I was talking about it with a couple people yesterday, there were some people. It was like people were on the fence. Some people were like thinking it was real. I personally, my gut's telling me it's real, but in this blogosphere is anything could be fake, anything could be like, you know what I mean? There's no telling. I wouldn't be surprised if it was staged in some way. But I'll say this: if it was staged, um, I'm surprised at the length he went, like the, the play he came with to put it together to fake it. If it is fake, but my gut's telling me I think it is real. But this is the thing too, though, right? If it is real, and um, if it is real, the way he was acting, I feel like he's got a death wish, but that's just me. The way he was acting, like it was almost like he was taunting the cats that shot him. The hospital isn't gonna waste space and nurses for a YouTube video. No, no, definitely not. But someone could pull a play like, say right now I'm sick as a dog, right? And I go to the hospital and get them to admit me and give me a bag of fluids, right? And then I got some kind of thing that looks like a bullet or whatever, and I get a little bag and put it in there. I mean, I'm saying I think it's real, but like just I guess it's possible you could pull some shit like that. Just like the Charleston White thing the other day, where he was on his way to the hospital saying he got pistol whipped. Then he's saying he didn't. He definitely was on his way to the hospital. I don't know, man. This internet shit's crazy, man. I just know, like, if I was Hassan Campbell, right, I would, I wouldn't feed into a lot of the shit he does. As successful as he is, and the money he's making, not that money's everything, but I wouldn't feed into it. Like, I don't know, man. He lets trolls get to him a lot. We got a spot in the ATL called Studio Space One, and it's a whole scene set up for jail, court, hospital, etc. Damn. Yo, you guys remember that? Hold on one second. Y'all might lose me. Hold on. Hopefully, y'all can still hear me. I gotta type something in my maps, but I don't know if you guys. The fuck is the problem? Okay, maps. Here we go. God damn it. The little Pyru dude. I don't know if you guys remember him. He that's probably where he faked his jail shit. This man, this dude was a goofy wannabe rapper so bad. It's a white guy pretending that he's Colombian and that he's a Pyru and all this cornball shit. But he ran a whole campaign with fake jail pictures and everything and fake news articles that he got picked up by the feds and all this bullshit. Well, hold on one sec, y'all. Hold on one sec. Hopefully, y'all can still hear me. And what the fuck is the problem here? Trying to get these directions. This shit is not working. I'm definitely driving the wrong way. Okay, there. All right, there we go. Hopefully, y'all can still hear me. But his face was real puffy around the eyes. He definitely would look like he really was in the hospital. Yeah, yeah, most definitely. I personally think it's real, but I don't know, man. You know how this shit goes, man. Man, Hassan Campbell, if you really think about it, has been getting like everything he does, people press him about if it's fake, dating back to his story and his claims. You know, there was a lot of people skeptical of that, like he was making that up, which I don't think he was making that up neither, you know. But I don't know, man. I just know, I mean, I can't say what I could do if I was in another individual situation. It's I guess it's kind of pretentious, or I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Again, y'all, pardon me. so beat down with the sickness and lack of sleep and hydration and all that. Got my whole game off. You know what I mean? But if I can't say what I would do if I was in the next man's shoes, but I just feel like if I was really getting it on a platform like this, a lot of shit that I see, like a lot of big content creators, the shit that I see that they allow to bother them or hinder their happiness wouldn't be me if I was having the success and cash flow on here that they were. I don't think that that would be me. I think I would laugh a lot of shit off, you know, personally. What do you think about that, Mark, or anyone else? Man, and Casey, you not in here no more, bro. I wanted to hear what Casey was saying about the NBA. I want to know. I want to understand the whole concept of that in season tournament. I know one sport. If I mention, I bet you no one's been watching. Whenever I mention it, it's hockey. No one watches hockey really. Oh, I got a hanger right here. Hockey is by far out of what the four major sports: baseball, football, basketball, hockey. I think hockey is so much lower on the viewership level and the money and the contracts that the players get, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, BK, you're Canadian, though. That's but like me, an American guy, like in America, hockey is like almost a niche thing. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of hockey fans, but like only certain places are like hockey towns, like Detroit, obviously Buffalo, uh, Colorado, right? But damn, three fantasy hockey leagues. But then, like in America, right? For instance, like Las Vegas, they've had their team what 4 or 5 years. They just won a cup. Their first expansion season, they went to a cup. Like, there's a lot of hockey fans in the Vegas area that really don't really know a lot about hockey. They're just like they're a good team, so people are intrigued. But shit, back in I've mentioned this before as a good example in America, like the way like hockey is, right? Like in 2005 or six, the Buffalo Sabres played in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. So you know what I'm saying? So the winner was going to the Cup against the Carolina Hurricanes in Carolina. Sabres ended up losing. Carolina won, and I think actually went on to win the Cup that year. But the point was, in Buffalo, you would have to scalp tickets to get to in that game or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? In Carolina, you could drive down there and buy tickets right at the arena. Like, no one in Carolina gave a fuck about a hockey game. You know what I mean? I really like Gladiator with Denzel. Man, I don't know that boxing movie. Is Denzel playing like a boxer, or is it like a fictional boxer? And man, something popped up on my Hulu the other day, some really old TV show with Denzel in the thumbnail. And I was like, man, Denzel did that show? I'm still finishing Snowfall, man. A couple years ago, I fell out the loop after like season 4 or 5. So I finally picked back up on it, man, and I gotta finish that show, man. What a good fucking show that was. I was so scared when I fell out of the loop with that show of accidentally catching some spoilers. Man, that's a real tough thing nowadays. If you're in a like you're binge watching something and you're trying to not get the spoilers, man, you better stay off social media and all that. It's fictional, but it's old school. He's from the streets of Philly. Yo, Philly is in a lot of boxing movies, right? Or is like right? Because like Rocky, man, totally unrelated, nothing to do with boxing. But I went in the vape shop yesterday. Dude at the vape shop, like we always chop it up and kick it. He had Cheryl Crow was playing. I was like, yo, I didn't know you fuck with Cheryl Crow. He was like, yo, it's on this holiday playlist. And we were talking about some shit or whatever. And then I know where he's like, man, I'm watching Copland right now in the back. You ever seen that movie? I said, man, that's one of my favorites. Classic movie. I don't know if you ever seen that BK Copland. It's like a Stallone movie. Oh, that's what made me think of it because of Rocky, Stallone, Copland. But it's got Ray Liotta, De Niro, Malik Yoba from New York Undercover, um, the wife from The Sopranos, Michael Rappaport, Frank Vincent, also from Goodfellas. Hell Method Man's in it. It's a really good movie. I don't like Philly. Oh yeah, Deuce, did you ever find that? A picture of the Farouk Assad look-alike? It's so wild, right? I think I commented that on your tweet. So like when I was coming up, Ahmed Johnson was my favorite wrestler, right? And it was like he was destined to win the title and become the first black champ because he was the first black intercontinental champ, right? And they say Farouk, the stiff kick, is what gave him the kidney problems, and he relinquished the intercontinental title and all that, right? But like I was such a fan, so into the creative and the work side of wrestling and everything, right? That I always like looked at Ron Simmons, which that's what Ahmed said too. He felt Ron Simmons was jealous because he was the first black champion in WCW, world champion. But now all these years later, with all the podcasts and stuff come out, like what I'm getting at is I was such a fan of wrestling, right? That I always like Farouk was like a villain to me, right? But like all these years later, when all the stories and different things come out and all the interviews, it really seems like Ahmed Johnson was kind of a prick behind the scenes. And that's why Ron Simmons didn't fuck with him. And like Ron Simmons is a respected legend, you know? So I knew we had a lot in common. LOL. Ahmed was my favorite also. The Nation. But like a lot of people forget about that, the Farouk Assad gimmick. They strictly think of Farouk and the Nation. But like the gladiator helmet and all that, but Deuce tweeted a while back, like a few weeks ago at the Cowboys game, there was like a random dude in the crowd dressed like Farouk Assad. That's wild, man. This guy showed me, but thought it was Farouk, but it was Charger Thanos. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that totally like Ahmed Johnson fizzled out. There's never been I don't know if there's ever been a guy that was more over and more on top of the wrestling world and gone, like lost all momentum and gone in a quicker time period. You know what I mean? But when the Pearl River Powerhouse was doing his thing, he was over like none other. But now in wrestling communities, online and shit, all anyone says is, "Oh, he was stiff. He couldn't work. He was shitty on the mic." Like they just say all negative things about him, but he was over. Like people were fans. It's such cap to me. I had no respect for the business. Yeah, like now dudes should see like you know what I'm saying? Like, damn man, I'm this fucking sorry, my voice is twisted. But like coming up, being a fan, like, you know what I'm saying? I looked at it the other way around, but like now seeing all the interviews and the different things, it's like no one liked Ahmed Johnson. No one in the locker room. Remember in the MCN? Yeah. The Too Legit, the VH1 movie. Yeah, he played Suge. Yo, and then some of his interviews he's done now, it's almost kind of painful to watch. Like even as a fan, he's just a shell of his former self, you know? And you could tell he's still pretty bitter, you know? Like it's kind of a sign of if you were a selfish person. Like, we all do things in our life where maybe being immature and selfish, and then later you might be like, you know what? I take some of the blame for this or that too, or maybe this was actually all my fault. Maybe I fucked up. But like Ahmed Johnson, still to this day, if you watch the interviews, he did nothing wrong. Everyone was hating on him. Everyone's lying. You know what I'm saying? But like, man, that was my favorite wrestler, man. I went nuts when he won that when he won the IC title from Goldust. God damn, man. There's this sickness going around, man, kicking everyone's ass, man. My son had it, my wife had it, daughter had it, I had it. We've all been catching it. Like one person gets through it, then the next person gets it. It's just been rough, man. Man, oh man, these guys ruin themselves in the business and can't recover. Man, it's so wild in the wrestling community these days, man. The indies, it's AEW. Thought Jay Millie was gonna pop in here. He loves talking wrestling, man. I'm wondering what's gonna happen with Ryback, man. You watch him at all? He's another guy like hated by a lot of wrestlers, but he swears up and down Vinnie Mac in the WWE was doing everything to stagnate his process because he didn't want to re-up on another contract when he wanted to take time off and nurse an injury and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. Remember after Goldust did that when he ran through the guy that was like standing in front of the locker room as like security when he was looking for Goldust. Like, yo, he just ran right through that guy. They used that in the intro to Raw for a while. The old school Raw intro before the Raw is War thing. But BK, as it stands now, who is the Bengals starter now, as it stands now, currently? If y'all don't do anything. And I didn't know, I did not know Tannehill was a free agent. I thought he was a backup or a third stringer somewhere. You think CM Punk gonna show up at Survivor Series? Browning. Um, man, it's it really feels like it. It really feels like it. Yo, I wonder what's gonna happen with wrestling, man. Like with WWE, after, like this merger. I still can't believe that they did that. I I don't know. I'm just surprised Vince did that. I I got a feeling he's gonna show up though, man. Man, how about that Cena showing back up too? He's probably Cena's gone now, right? But yo, they used him perfectly with the whole LA Knight storyline. But you know what's crazy? I can't believe Cena came out with his hair like that, yo. I didn't know like good for Cena for being comfortable in his own skin. You know what I mean? To not give a fuck. But yo, that shit looked crazy. I never knew he had been rocking hair pieces for all those movies. You know what I'm saying? That shit looked crazy. Yo, I, I fuck with some of Cena's movies too, man. That Vacation Friends 1 and 2, hilarious, man. I'm surprised he stuck with the acting thing. I don't think there'll never be another guy um that'll ever cross over the way The Rock did, though. No fucking way. No way WWE miss out on all that publicity. Yeah, I mean, I wonder though with Punk, man. Like, I'm with you, Deuce. Where I feel like they're definitely gonna want to cash in on that publicity and the momentum and all the stuff that happened. But I wonder if he's gonna be willing to do business the way they want. You know what I mean? But they might play hardball with him. I heard Tannehill is supposed to get released after he got benched for Levi's, but that could be false. But listen, y'all, I'm a run, man. I just wanted to tap in on some early morning talk. I got a lot of ish to handle. I appreciate y'all pulling up and talking with me. And stay tuned for more, y'all. God bless. Have a motivated day, everyone. I get back with y'all later. Peace.